All right, hi there class, how are you? The homework that I assigned earlier today that I am filming this after our class on Thursday, the assignment was out of the book on these pages with those problems. I am going to do this. I am not going to cover numbers 8, number 11, and number 24. Those are going to be done. I'll work with those in class on Monday. Because those have the idea of the double triangles within one. And so there's a piece to that that I still need to work on that with you. So I'll get these 4 done today, all right? So these 3 you don't have to have done for Monday, 8, 11, and 24. Okay, so number 5 talks about an angle of elevation for a mountain who is 155 meters from the mountain, and the eyes are 1.5 meters above. So what that means is that the person is here, and so that the person is 1.5 meters. The height of this is 350, and you are taking 1.5 away. So, because the person is 1.5 meters above. So this height is now going to be 348.5. This is 155 meters. And so the question says, find the angle. Alright, so when we are finding angles, we're doing inverse. And that's something you guys had on a quiz the other day. And to inverse tangent is what we're going to be doing on this. Alright? Sorry, we had disruptions from some disrespectful freshmen. So, to find the angle, when you're given 2 sides, inverse tangent, because it's opposite and adjacent that we need. Tangent ratio is opposite to adjacent. So to find the angle, we're going to use the opposite side length, which is 348.5. That's the 350 minus the 1.5 of the person over the adjacent side. And when you do this inverse tangent, you will get it to be 66 degrees. That's the measure of that angle of elevation from here. Okay? So, that's the first one. That one's a fair one that you would see on your test that you're going to have next Wednesday. Next, we are going to go to number 6. 6 talks about the water park. This is where having a good sketch will come in. Here's the height of the first part, and then you're standing right there. There's a distance here. There's the second water slide right there. However, and they talk about having an angle of depression which is 15 degrees. And so that is going to be here. From the top of the taller water slide to the top of the shorter water slide, we have an angle of depression of 15 degrees. What we're trying to find is the height of the taller water slide. Do we know the height of the smaller one? 15 meters right here. So when we make this line, this distance will equal 15 plus whatever this is right here. And we also know that this distance is 50 meters. Okay, so 50 meters here, 50 meters here, 15 degrees. If I know an angle measurement and I know one side, I can find that distance right here. And by finding this distance, I can add it to 15, and that'll be the height of this. And so for this one, we're going to use the tangent ratio again right here, because tangent is opposite over adjacent. So tan 15 is equal to opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. So tan 15 is equal to y over 50. And that's going to equal y. Okay? So once you do that math, you will get that y is equal to 13.4. That means y is 13.4. So if you add 15 plus 13.4, the height of the larger of the water slides is 28.4. Okay, so what you're doing is finding this added height here. And one of the teaching tips for this is that you create this additional triangle right here, which is a right triangle, okay? And that's kind of important to be able to do that to solve the problem. All right, so that's number 6. Okay, 17. 17's the next one, and 17 talks about the photography. And to do this one, it's pretty straightforward. That we've got a person that's 3 feet up, and that this is 124 feet tall of the monument. So if the monument's 124 feet tall and the person is 3 feet, we're going to use 121 right there for that length on that side. And that for the 3-foot tripod. And we also need to know that the angle of elevation is 38 degrees. And so the question is, what's this distance? How far away is the person taking the picture, the tripod, from the monument? And this is one of those classic uses of trigonometry. So that what we do is go, all right, so we know this. We're trying to find this over this. So tan 38, tangent again, opposite over adjacent, is equal to 121 over x. When we swap these out and do that, you will get the distance of 154.9 feet. Okay, again, this one is using tangent ratio. And the last one we're going to do is number 20. If this is 57 degrees here for the angle of depression, that means this angle is 33 degrees. If this is 100 feet, that's the height of that roller coaster. We're trying to find that distance, and you're going to use cosine. And you'll do that, and you will get 119. All right, and that wraps that piece up. So I did this one rather quickly, but those are the 4 problems that we have and that we are going to go over a little bit more, and these are fair game for your test for Wednesday. All right, see you on Monday.